All of a sudden there's a crack. And I'm off. The adrenaline's going and I'm thinking so fast that these seconds I'm falling feels like minutes. For me, the mountain environment is a very special and beautiful place. Particularly Mount McKinley, it's one of the great wildernesses of this world. It's been one of my ambitions for a long time.
Anthony Hollinshead is Steve's best friend and his long-time climbing partner.
Climbing is predominantly having trust in your climbing partner. It's paramount that you know what the other's doing.
Nigel Vardy completes the three-man team. This is his first expedition with the others. He's an experienced climber, but he's never attempted a mountain as treacherous as Mount McKinley.
I sometimes suffer a little bit with confidence, and sometimes I have to say, Nigel, you can do this, you'll be fine. Originally, Steve had the dream of climbing McKinley, and really we perhaps followed his lead.
Come on, fellas. You should have had this done earlier.
He said, run for the summit, stick the flag on, get the photographs, and back down again.
To get to the summit and back before nightfall, they need to travel light. They leave the tent and most of their equipment behind. They've now reached an area known as the football field, a flat plateau just below the summit. But the weather is changing.
As we walked across the top of the football field, the wind started to increase rapidly.
They're at over 19,000 feet and the temperature is plummeting. At such altitudes, the impact of an unpredicted storm like this is devastating. Steve is suffering badly. Anthony and Nigel know that they have to get him out of the freezing cold.
We need to look for shelter! Get somewhere safe, now!
Finding anywhere to hide up there is very difficult. You really are out on your own.
Right! Up there!
It's all right. Just calm down. I'm here, all right? So shh.
We got to radio for help. Get them to send help. We'll never get Steve down on our own, not in the state that he's in. We've got no choice.
I don't know. He's still shivering and moving. That's a really good sign.
Nigel and Anthony know that Steve would want to carry on, but they now must decide if they should call off the climb and send out a mayday call. Nigel still needs to radio in to confirm their position and let base camp know that their emergency is over.
I took the radio and I put it on the edge of the crevasse top while I hauled myself up and my rucksack. And I knocked it with my elbow. And just watched this little black dot go flying down the slope. And I thought, you prat.
I've dropped the radio. I've broken it.
Nige, your face.
I'd missed this completely. I'd not realised it was happening. And he looked at me and I could feel his hand come up and pull. I got balaclavas here and just pulls them over. And I can't feel this cold. I can feel numbness, but I can't feel any further.
I look at Nigel and I'm shocked. He's in a terrible state.
The swelling on Nigel's face has forced his eyes shut. He's becoming weaker and confused, slower with every step.
It's a feeling of being out of control.
We've got to get down. We've got to get somebody down now and organise a rescue.
You're the only one who can make that descent on their own. It's up to you, mate.
All of a sudden there's a crack. And I'm off. The adrenaline's going and I'm thinking so fast that these seconds I'm falling feels like minutes. There's absolutely no way I can plant this ice axe to stop my fall. It would just rip my arm out of the socket. I need to stop.
Steve has fallen around 1,100 feet. Steve is desperate to press on for help. He must splint his leg to keep going.
I tie my ice axe around my leg to try and support it. Everything's lined up now, and I'm looking in better condition.
Nigel? Nigel?
Nigel, look!
We thought Steve was the hero of the day for raising the alarm and getting the helicopter to us.
At 19,500 feet, this is still the highest helicopter rescue on record in North America. And it was only attempted because of Nigel's Mayday call the previous night. Climber Steve Ball has had an horrific fall on Mount McKinley. He's been stranded for 15 hours with terrible injuries in unbelievable cold. His fellow climbers, Anthony and Nigel, have been rescued. All he can do now is hope someone finds him before he dies.
Steve!
His friends have no idea that Steve is still lost on the mountain.
I can't feel my feet anymore. My nose is cold. I don't want to take my fingers out of my pockets. I just want to stay huddled up. I haven't got a lot left. I'm starting to lose it.
Steve's lost all hope of being saved. He hasn't made it to the path. All he can do is wait for death.
I'm hearing voices, and I don't know who it is. I think I'm dreaming.
But it's not a dream. These voices are real.
Tom, on the radio, quick.
I know these voices, and I know I'm being rescued. I know I can't be dreaming it because I'm feeling the pain, and you don't feel pain when you're dreaming. I'm awake. They tell me they're climbers, and they found me, and they're surprised that I'm still alive. but I'm alive and I'm going to stay alive. I want to go home.